package that we actually have for any Scenthound franchisee is what we call just our bill pay service. And really all that is that we have a vendor profile for everybody that you would ever pay money to. And we are actually handling the entire bill pay process for you. No matter if we're sending them checks in the mail or if we're sending them via ACH, we have a weekly process where we have a whole system where you're submitting invoices to us to be paid on your behalf. We come in once a week, manage the cash to make sure you have the cash at that particular store to pay that bill. And then we actually process that payment for you. So a lot of times everybody's got a landlord they got to deal with in the Scenthound world. And so some of these landlords just refuse to get set up on auto draft or ACH. So we take that fully off your hands and say like, hey, if Johnny wants to receive a check, we'll send him a check, and we'll send it early to him every month to make sure you're always paid on time. And so no matter what that vendor is, no matter if it's the maintenance person coming in to do anything on your tubs, or if it's some law firm or any attorney that you're having to deal with for business reasons, any vendor that's kind of this like one-off or consistent thing, we basically handle that for you through a system and process of submitting bills, managing your cash, and paying that money out.
I hate writing checks. To be able to send an email, forward it to my account manager, and just say, hey, can you pay this out of DWCSH1, which is like our Lee Branch store? And then for them to send back the report at the end of the week, hey, these are the bills we paid, feels really good to not have to lick the stamp and put it, write it all out. So,
yeah. And even in that note, I mean, like for us, anything that's recurring, you don't have to email and remind us every single month that we need to do this, right? So like everybody's got to pay a lease every single month. So we just know whatever date that lease is due, we're monitoring that, making sure it's getting paid on time. If there is some type of lease change, we're trying to communicate that. We even communicate directly with the leaseor sometimes just to say, hey, this kind of deal. And so, we try to take as much off your plate so you're submitting really just the one-off things that we would never know about to make sure those guys are getting paid on time.
And the other thing that I think is worth mentioning on bill pay is it's easy to think about your monthly bills, but during the build out, there's a lot of bills to be paid. Paying our sign vendor, paying our low voltage vendor, all the payments that these small subcontractors don't take ACH. They only take check. And so it's really important if you're building stores and you're having to make a lot of these small one-off payments to vendors.